The Spain national football team represents Spain in international men's football competitions. Since 1920, it is governed by the Royal Spanish Football Federation, the governing body for football in Spain. Spain are one of the 8 national teams to have been crowned world champions, having participated in a total of 15 of 21 FIFA World Cups and qualifying consistently since 1978. Spain has also won 3 continental titles, having appeared at 11 of 15 UEFA European Championships. Spain is the only national team with 3 consecutive major titles, becoming the first European team to win a FIFA World Cup outside of Europe in 2010, as well as the only to win back-to-back European Championships in 2008 and 2012. Because of this, from 2008 to 2013, the national team won the FIFA Team of the Year, the second most of any nation, behind only Brazil. Also between February 2007 and June 2009, Spain went undefeated for a record equaling 35 consecutive matches, shared with Brazil. Their achievements have led many experts and commentators to consider the 2008 to 2012 Spanish squad one of the best ever international sides in world football. Spain has been a member of FIFA since FIFA's foundation in 1904. Even though the Spanish Football Federation was first established in 1909. The first Spain national football team was constituted in 1920, with the main objective of finding a team that would represent Spain at the Summer Olympics held in Belgium in that same year. Spain made their debut at the tournament on the 28th of August 1920 against Denmark, silver medalists at the last 2 Olympic tournaments. The Spanish managed to win that match by a scoreline of 1-0, eventually finishing with the silver medal. Spain qualified for their first FIFA World Cup in 1934, defeating Brazil in their first game and losing in a replay to the hosts and eventual champions, Italy, in the quarterfinals. The Spanish Civil War and World War II prevented Spain from playing any competitive matches between the 1934 World Cup and the 1950 edition's qualifiers. At the 1950 finals in Brazil, they topped their group to progress to the final round, then finished in 4th place. Until 2010, this had been Spain's highest finish in a FIFA World Cup finals, which had given them the name of the underachievers. Spain won its first major international title when hosting the 1964 European Championship held in Spain, defeating the Soviet Union 2-1 in the final at the Santiago Bernabéu Stadium. The victory would stand as Spain's lone major title for 44 years. Spain was selected as host of the 1982 FIFA World Cup, reaching the second round, and 4 years later they reached the quarterfinals before a penalty shootout defeat to Belgium. Spain reached the quarterfinals of the 1994 World Cup. The match became controversial when Italian defender Mauro Tassiti struck Luis Enrique with his elbow inside Spain's penalty area, causing Luis Enrique to bleed profusely from his nose and mouth. But the foul was not noticed nor sanctioned by referee Sandor Pool. Had the official acknowledged the foul, Spain would have merited a penalty kick. In the 2002 World Cup, Spain won its 3 group play matches, then defeated the Republic of Ireland on penalties in the second round. They faced co-host South Korea in the quarterfinals, losing in a shootout after having 2 goals controversially called back for alleged infractions during regular and extra time. At UEFA Euro 2008, Spain won all their games in Group D. Italy were the opponents in the quarterfinal match, which Spain won 4-2 on penalties. They then met Russia again in the semi-final, beating them 3-0. In the final, Spain defeated Germany 1-0, with Fernando Torres scoring the only goal of the game. This was Spain's first major title since the 1964 European Championship. Xavi was awarded the player of the tournament. In the 2010 World Cup, Spain advanced to the final for the first time ever by defeating Germany 1-0. In the decisive match against the Netherlands, Andrés Iniesta scored the match's only goal, coming in extra time. Spain became the 3rd team to win a World Cup outside their own continent, and the first European team to do so. Goalkeeper Iker Casillas won the Golden Glove for only conceding 2 goals during the tournament, while David Villa won the Bronze Ball and Silver Boot, tied for top scorer of the tournament. Spain qualified top of Group 1 in qualification for UEFA Euro 2012 with a perfect 100% record. They became the first team to retain the European Championship, winning the final 4-0 against Italy, while Fernando Torres won the Golden Boot for top scorer of the tournament. 2 years later, however, they were eliminated from the group stage of the 2014 World Cup. At Euro 2016 and the 2018 World Cup, the side reached the last 16. Spanish team is commonly known by fans as La Furia Roja, meaning the Red Fury in Spanish, recalling the sack of Antwerp, an episode in the military history of Spain. However,